And develop myself in a positive manner, and to avoid anything that would reduce my growth or my physical health. I intend to develop self-discipline in order to bring out the best in myself and in others. I intend to use what I learn in class constructively and defensively to help myself, my fellow man, and never be abusive or offensive. Thank you, sir.
We're going to start with 10 jumping jacks, 10 squats,
Yes, sir.
and 3 squats. Elbows in the nose. The woman's stomach. Couple more seconds. 2, 1, and start. We don't get up yet because we're going to be doing great fall type things. So we're going to start off by just laying flat on our back, with our head off the ground though. And then just flat back. And again. Again. So, sit back up. And that's the type of feeling you want to get every time you do a great fall with your hands. So now we're going to just lean back, flat on the back, put our head off the ground, so and lean right back up. Just go like this. You guys work the button up. So now we're going to add one other detail in, and then what we do with our feet. We want our legs to come up off the ground, but not by very much. Because that's like our knees and our feet are kind of parallel to each other, or parallel to each other. Because if I go super high like this, it's easy for me to grab my feet and fold me over. That's not good for me. So I want to make sure my feet are very close to the ground still. I also want them open so I can put right front. Does that make sense? Yeah, awesome. So we're going to do it like that, or like that. Work on your own. You do it. And come back up. And we're going to be doing leg extension. So everybody find or lay up against your, put your back up against your target. And from there, we're going to take our right foot. We'll start with our right foot. We're going to extend our front knee out and hold it there. As far as keep it hold. Really focus on perfect form during this. You want to try to do the kick to your belt of where your waist is. That's the opposite one. If you don't fire, great. And down, other leg extend, extend the other leg out. You guys have like a chair or a wall or something like that you can use, that's good. Okay, bring it back in, and extend the other leg out again, so the right leg's out and turn. And bring it back in and extend the left leg again. That's where it guys. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. And last round, extend the right leg out again. And do one more time with each leg. More seconds. And in and down. And left leg back out. One second. Moving it, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back down. Now hop back in the middle of your square for me. And we're going to get into our right stance. We're going to start with our left side forward. And we're going to just work on our back leg roundhouse kick. Or our back leg front kick. With our back leg front kick, really making sure we're focusing on the top and our feet being, our toes being pulled back. And then right back in. We fire the front kick, right back in and down. And go. Good. Yes. And side. Now we're going to move it. We're going to move it into side front kick. Our back leg is going to slide to our knee seconds. Then we can kick. So we'll go like this. Slide up, start kick, right down in and down. And go. Yes, we are back leg, sides up, and front leg. And now we're gonna kind of not really add on, change the kick a little bit, but it's like the next evolution of a side front kick. So instead of sliding up, now we're gonna do some skipping front kick. It's very similar. Instead of just sliding and right back with up, it's almost a hop or a skip. For our back leg, stops from our knee seconds, and then I go kick. So it's just a little bit faster pace and a little bit more of a hop. But up, start kick, right back in and down. Boom. Using these. And now we're at our back leg front kick and we're skipping front kick. We're going to do our back leg front kick, and then skipping front kick, and right back to where we started. The back leg, then skipping front kick. And forward. A little bit more. You're getting something looks pretty good. Your back leg needs to be a little bit more. And okay, now we're gonna put your stance for our left side or our right side forward now, and we're gonna do the exact same thing. Back leg front kick. We got our back leg front kick. Pull right back in and down. Go. Toes curl back. And now we're gonna move back in side kick. So our back leg slides up. I fire my kick right back in and down. Good. And now we're gonna move back in the stick front kick. So instead of just sliding, we're gonna do a little hop, a little skip, where I do my skip, start the kick right back in and down. Go. And side. Now we're gonna put them back together. Sorry, start back like a front kick in order to get in front. Right back in the gap. And forward. One second. And side. Right back, drop down, so, leg out wide. You can do full split.
And then while you're stretching, we're gonna hit the back check really quick instead of doing it at the end of the class. So everybody say, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Love the new year, always one of my favorite times of year, right? Because to me, it's like a lot of people that new beginning, right? It's a perfect time to sit back and say, what was great about this past year, and how am I gonna make the next year even better? This year especially, it would be easy to go, what was great about this year? This year was terrible! So many obstacles. However, with obstacles also come victories, as long as you overcome the obstacles. You look at the obstacle and go, it's too hard, too big, no way. Then you're going to be somebody that just doesn't overcome the obstacle. But if instead you go, no problem, what do we got to do to make it happen? Then that's where you start to have a lot of victories at the end of the year. And especially as we get more mature in our lives, it's even more and more important, I think, to look back at the victories. And the reason why is years ago I had a student that trained with me. He was probably in his 60s at the time, maybe late 50s, early 60s when he started training. And he made a comment to me that he had not learned anything new for the last 30 years. And that's what he loved so much about the martial arts. And I thought to myself, number one, great and good for him. I love that I gave him that excitement, but for 30 years not learning anything new. Right? I remember one of my instructors, Mr. Andrella, used to always talk about how, you can either live 10 years and have 10 years of experience, or you can live 10 years and have 1 year of experience and you've lived for 10 years old. And obviously, I would much rather have 10 years of experience versus 1 year of experience 10 years old. That's where boredom starts. As humans, we're meant for growth. We're meant for development. And when you start to feel bored with your life, you start to feel unfulfilled with your life, that's where suddenly you start to slide into depression. And many times, getting out of depression can be as simple as saying, let me start to feel fulfilled again and feel good about myself. And victory lists help you to start to do that. When you feel growth, it's hard to be depressed when you're enjoying life, right? And so that's where you want to think victory lists. How can I make something happen? Things along those lines. I, for many years, lived my life by design. I always talk about living my life by design versus living it by default. And part of it is this process of going, where are my victories, where are my goals? So it really starts with the victory list. And I've already done these, but if you haven't done this yet, my recommendation is do a little assignment this week. And take 15 or 20 minutes, carve out a little bit of time for yourself with pad of paper and a pencil, and just think of all of the good things that did happen. And if instantly what comes to your mind is all of the bad things that happened this year, think to yourself, what did you do to overcome that? And that was your victory, right? So we all did not fall apart and have our lives ruined this year. Your obstacles thrown out there, and hopefully we rose to the occasion and overcame them, right? So that's the assignment for the week. And over the course of the next several weeks, I'll go through a little bit more of my process of what I do to live my life by design versus living it by default. The whole reason we're all here right now is because that's how I've lived my life for many, many years. Right? And 5 years before I even opened the dojo, it was already my plan to be able to run my own dojo in the this area with an excellent reputation in the community. And I think for the most part, we've been able to accomplish that. But it only happened because I decided well in advance that that's what my life was going to be. And so I'm going to share some of that with you guys over the course of the next couple of weeks. And you can take it for what it's worth and run with it, or you can go and put that aside. So there you have it. Legs back out as wide as you possibly can. Part of it is going to be your goal. Your goal is all going to be to become as flexible as that. And then reach down to the center as far as you can. Count back from 10. 10. All yours when they get up, sir. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And jump right back up or stand up slowly, whatever your body needs. And listen up to Mr. Kessler.
Hey guys, so we're going to be doing some moving basics. And I'm going to be doing some slow as well. So here, we're going to position. And now we're starting with our left foot, you want forward stance, you do the block with our right hand. Step to our left, move towards the block to our right, and then take that position. And go. And position. Go. Position. And go. And position. Now we're gonna step with our right foot into our block with our left foot. Move over our left hand. Move like that. And right back. And go. Position. And go. And position. And go. Try to find your position. And now we're gonna step back with our left foot again and do also block with the right hand. So we'll do it again. And like that. And go. Position. Go. Position. And go. And position. Now we're gonna step back with our right foot and do a downward block with our left hand. Do it like this. And like that. And go. Position. Go. Position. And go. And position. So you'll notice I'm gonna have you guys, if you work on this, so I'm gonna double it up, a little bit like this, I step back and do my ankle block, and I step back and my right hand, I do another ankle block. And that's in me for all the blocks. So one block and step back to the other one. Let's work on that. And yeah.
Good work.
And then you guys, we're gonna work on the beginning of SMA form 2, which I need to do this time. So we're gonna work on the very beginning of it. And actually I'm gonna here so you can see as well. Insert,
Hodgkins is perfect. Exactly. Yep. Yes. Yes. So it's if somebody's in front of you, so my body's facing that way, but the block is in front of me this way.
Straight down. Then the can go over left shoulder, then you go reverse cargo, you chop with the left hand, then punch, and then punch. And then we transfer over our right shoulder, and we still reverse down the reverse cargo again. We do chop, a punch the normal cargo, then punch. Then from there, we do our left leg, we bring it out front, we go full extended punch, and we put right back, and roll down the wall. Reverse cargo on the one, and that's when you go over the leg. And the whole piece of how you done. And so right back up, we're set right back up for the double down block. And then we're starting on step going over, chopping with our left hand, and you go. Chop left, punch into the now we're in normal elbow. And punch. The head gets over our right shoulder.
Do that one again, Chip.
Chop to the right, punch.
Do the last one you just did again.
Now our left leg steps out into our punch.
So when you do it, always have the front hand do the block. The front hand. So when you step back, my right side is in the front, so that hand's going to do it. Exactly.
That makes more sense.
Over the left shoulder, go to reverse cargo, and you go chop to the right, our left, you punch to our right, you go punch. Then you look over our right shoulder, you chop to our right, we're reverse cargo, you get top, and then you punch to the left, punch, step all the way to the right, punch, all the way back, and then double punch. So that and any other green belts, purple green belt that you watch it, keep going to that segment from a double downward block up to a double punch. Now that's what you guys do work on for.
And then advanced team and black belts. You guys are going to be doing creative kumites this cycle, which is basically creating your own kata, right? So you'll start off however you want. For instance, watch Mr. Kester. He's going to go to position. And then when I say ready, he might go to set. He might do one of these to start off. He might go to an X block to begin the kata. And then on go, he just starts doing whatever his creative kumite is going to be. And it's where you get to create your own kata for about 20 seconds long. And the only requirements are they have to be somewhat martial arts moves. They can't just be any crazy moves on your own, right? And they have to have good basics. And while you're in the dojo, they have to be able to stay inside of the box. Where if you've done creative kumites in the past, we used to have them where you moved forward, but under current standards, you have to stay in the box when you're doing it, right? So you guys are going to just practice on your own for about 5 minutes, working on your own creative kumite. And you're off. Force you to grow a little bit. I said force you to grow a little bit. That's just for advanced. So you're doing SMA form 2, which you've done before. So
And that's. So both of them are size long. Not. That's, so I'm gonna get, I'm gonna get, and I'm gonna, do it. I wanna make sure, I wanna do one, like 1 second right here. Sometimes, everybody says the process, but here, and it'll shut off front, and it'll come back, and it'll step, and you don't want to step. So, yeah, really, try to focus on, you get the only one step. Oh, that's good. Like, if you look at that, it really is that one. Susie, put the detail on essay 1, 2, because we should your X1, make sure your finger is super tight. You don't want to move like this, just walking, make sure it's tight up, and then slowly shut it down. So don't start with this either. So chop with your hand open, and then slowly take the move.
So then what you want to do from here, Mr. Kester, is bounce in with those guys and have them do a couple on the count, just so you can kind of check in and see how they're doing. And then bounce in with Matt really quick, have him perform the section that he's doing, right? And then see if Mrs. Howard has any questions. And then at that point, make him kick step.
Sir, sounds good.
And we're going to count for 1 or 2. And go, 1, 2, 3. And that's position. Now we're going to the outer block. And 1, 2, 3. And make up position. And now we're going to the upper block. And go, 1, 2, 3. Better not, better with the body like that. Okay. Position. Last one, downward block. And 1, 2, 3. And position. Right. I'm going to really push that. 1 more second. You got to keep one more.
Next minute, 4, 2.
Okay, guys, in time. Everybody do another set of jumping jacks, squats, push-ups, and then crunches. Just while I do that. And time we have back up.
Good.
So we're going to start having a show. Left side forward. We're going to do everything right now with left side forward. We're going to start with just our back leg crunches. Over here. On the back leg crunches. Right back in and down. You're going to start again. You're going to start for us now. And so we're back again. Right back in down. And go. If you guys have a target to hit, that's great. If not, just do it more like we were doing earlier in class right here. Sorry, you can write that down. Focus on the form if you don't have something to do. And time. Okay, guys. So now we're gonna move on to what? Skin kick. When we fill our left side forward, we're really focused on skin kick. Which we want to go a little bit farther away. We don't want to be as close to with our back leg. If you're trying to go a little farther away, my back leg, my back foot skips up my front foot, just like we were doing earlier. Yeah, I try to kick right back in and down. More time. Try to kick front kick, right back in and down. And forward.
Yeah.
In there, it's just. Yeah. And, okay, so now we're gonna have what we got. So we're gonna do our back leg front kick, which we're skipping front kick, then right back down to our dog. The back leg, skipping, right back. And forward.
So at this point.
Everybody, hop back in the middle of the square for me. Please repeat position. Set and rotate. And relax stance. Repeat after me. As dedicated student of martial arts.
As a dedicated student of martial arts,
I will live by the principles of black belt.
I will live by the principles of black belt,
Modesty.
courtesy, integrity,
self-control,
perseverance,
and indomitable spirit. What's our goal?
black belt, excellent service.
Position. Proceed.
Oosh.
And then step out, punch down, impact martial arts, punch up, let's go. Nice work.